Chocolate chip cookies are a staple in the American diet. Though not the healthiest, almost everyone has had at least one in their lifetime, if not thousands. But nowadays, with everyone going gluten-free and the gluten intolerance of the population seemingly growing, our cookies are being threatened. But don't fret, because you can make them gluten-free. According to Statistica, gluten-free product sales in 2015 amounted to about $2.79 billion in the US alone. And the entire market is projected to grow to $23.9 billion by the year 2020. So, let's get cooking, because here's a quick and simple recipe that will get you making your very own gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. Before you can make your cookies, you'll first have to gather your ingredients. What you're going to need is 1 large egg, 2 teaspoons vanilla, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt, a 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, 1/4 cup brown sugar, light or dark, 2 cups almond flour blanched or raw, a 1/2 cup of chocolate chips, and 2 tablespoons room temperature butter. Some other things you'll need is a cookie sheet and some parchment paper, and simple kitchen essentials like measuring cups, a teaspoon, a whisk, and even an electric beater complete this recipe. The entire recipe should yield about 14 cookies. Step 1. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Preheating your oven is a key component to following any recipe. According to Chef David, author of Learn How to Cook and Eat Your Mistakes, preheating your oven is like stretching before a run or warming up a car. So make sure you preheat your oven in order for your recipe to go smoothly. Now it's time to combine your ingredients. You're going to put your brown sugar, your butter, your baking soda, and your salt all in a small bowl. This one was a little big because we had to work with what we got. Now, after you're done combining your ingredients, you're going to want to mix until they're all mixed evenly. You want to make sure that there's no lumps and that all your tastes are evenly distributed. This is what your ingredients should look like after they're done being mixed evenly. Next, for step 3, you're going to mix in your vanilla, your large egg, make sure not to get any eggshells in your recipe, and your almond flour. You're going to then stir to combine. Scrape the sides and bottom of the bowl and then mix for 1 minute at medium speed. If you don't have an electric beater like we didn't, simply mix with a wooden spoon or whisk constantly for the same amount of time. Now it's time to add your chocolate chips. You can always add extra chocolate chips if you want added chocolatiness. Like all the other steps, make sure to combine your chocolate chips evenly throughout the dough. Keep mixing until you feel as if you've done so. Now for step 4, it's time to scoop out your cookies. You're going to scoop them out onto the parchment paper that should be placed on top of the cookie sheet. If you don't have any parchment paper, you can cover your cookie sheet in butter like we did. Each cookie should be about the size of a tablespoon, and make sure to leave space between cookies in order to account for spreading. According to Heather, the author of the blog Boston Girl Bakes, cookie spreading can be due to many factors like not starting with room temperature ingredients, not measuring correctly, using expired ingredients, and even not properly preheating your oven. So make sure you don't forget to preheat that oven. No matter what the case though, leaving space between cookies will allow for that inevitable spreading. For step 5, you're going to flatten out your cookies, making them about 3/8 inches thick. And then you're going to stick them in the oven. Make sure to keep watch over your cookies and take them out once they have all reached a golden brown. If you do not pay attention, then you risk burning your cookies, and no one likes a burnt cookie. The cookies are going to have to stay in the oven for 9 to 12 minutes. Don't forget to set your timer. Now for the step you've all been waiting for. For step 6, you're going to remove the cookies from the oven and let them sit and cool for about 2 minutes before placing them all on a rack. Don't go diving right into your cookies because, caution, the pan is hot. And also your cookies may be slightly soupy, and you also don't want to burn your tongue. Once your cookies have cooled off though, they are ready to be served, eaten, and enjoyed. If you follow the tutorial carefully, then now you should know how to make gluten-free chocolate chip cookies. So next time it's your turn to bring a dessert to the party, know that you can bring gluten-free chocolate chip cookies will allow more people at the party to enjoy their sugar craving. It's as simple as cookies.